Ep 1 Wooden Post. Every dawnbreak, Ola, a young willful boy, stood amidst the dust and sawdust. Sandwiched between his father's dream of him becoming a successful lawyer, his compelling love for football, and his father's insistence on him learning carpentry, life was challenging, but his spirit remained unbroken. Amidst the timber and textbooks, his spirit flourished. Every day after school, hiding his carpentry apron, he would sprint to the field to train under the setting sun. A promising footballer, he was determined to make his own path, despite his father's lack of faith in his dreams. Ola's father has always persuaded his son to take his carpentry work serious because of the situation in the country Nigeria. Nevertheless, as a young growing boy, he will always find his way to the dusty field, especially when his coach invites him over. But amidst the night skies and neon floodlights, echoing with the rustles of leaves and thuds of football strikes, Ola learned valuable lessons. As he crafted wood during the daytime
and chased leather under the floodlights during the night, he realized that both carpentry and football required dedication, precision, and craft. His journey became a testament to determination, resilience, and discovery of one's true calling. The grandstands were his trial, and the dusty field, his verdict. Every sleepless night, every bruise, and every drop of sweat was a step closer to his pivotal moment. His story isn't just about dreams, it's about the unyielding pursuit of them. With every chip of wood that fell to the ground, and every goal he scored on the dusty field, the contours of his life were being carved out, a life in which his dreams were larger than the dreams others had for him. However, Ola kept on the cycle of his continually as he opened his eyes to see the rays from the morning light. His mother and father were separated. This got him to do most of his things himself before going to school, like rolling. An ordinary day, yet filled with battles of its own, begins for Ola. His morning chores are a testament to the early hardships, rolling his mat, sweeping the rooms, washing discarded dishes, and warming leftover food before setting off for school, most often in a dirty uniform. But the real battlefield awaits at school, where Ola's dreams soar above the mundane judgments of adolescence. Despite being constantly rejected by the girls, his spirit remains unbroken. Ola's greatest test comes, however, when he finally gets a chance to shine, a role in the school play. He was to play the lead as a husband to a girl, but in a cruel twist of fate, torn between the cold conventions of teenage popularity and a passion for acting, the role was snatched away from him. The girls refused to share a stage with him, deeming the tag Ola's wife unbearable. And so our hero's journey takes a turn, but remember, every story takes unexpected twists before the aspiring protagonist reaches the pinnacle of his glory. Sorry sounds like a Nollywood plot here, emerging a triumphant glory after stumbling humiliation. Laugh out my lungs. Don't deviate from Ola's story. Ola angrily left the theater immediately after the rehearsal. One of his friends was laughing at him while the other was consoling him. Guy no reason ham. Meanwhile, was almost break in time for lunch. Ola has another worse period. He hardly buy things from the school canteen, and he stopped bring homemade food because the last time he did wasn't fair to him. His mates called his food poison and got an horrible smell, blaming it that if his mum was with his dad, he won't be bring rubbish to the school, calling it food. Those memories recall whenever the school bell jingled for a break, a young boy with an iron will, a warm heart, and an unfortunate reputation in the school cafeteria. After countless lunchbox fiascos that have seen him being dubbed the maker of every school day, as the bell jingles for a break, memories come rushing back for Ola. A usual occurrence that's both part comic, part struggle. His friend offering his lunch, and Ola politely pretending to eat less, but always ending up eating more than his friend. Yet, it isn't the school challenges or the hunger pangs that steal sleep from Ola's eyes. It's his father's testament echoing in his ears, compelling him to master the hands of a carpenter, a dream his father cherished more than his own. Every day, post-school, Ola would walk into the workshop, still adorning his school tie. Quickly slipping into his worn-out Ankara trousers and Jessie top, he'd take on wood, chisel, and saw. An unfamiliar triad he was still getting used to. Embarking on a dual journey of legal precedence during day and gritty craftsmanship during evening, he fought the battles of academics and artistry, only disrupted occasionally by the calling of the dusty field that misses him playing soccer. We see Ola, a stubborn teenager who is more interested in football than his father's workshop. Day after day, he abandons his responsibilities to chase his dreams on the football field. In his youthful ignorance, he even takes his meager lunch money to pay for extra training sessions, prioritizing his passion over his basic needs. His actions greatly upset his father, who chastises him time and again, yet to no avail. Eventually, his father resigns, leaving Ola to his whims while simmering in disappointment and worry. Ola, in his own world, fails to notice his father's distress. He is happy, basking in the thrill of the chase, the raw energy of the game. But life is not a game. It doesn't care for fleeting thrills. It teaches harsh lessons. And when troubles knock on Ola's door, he doesn't know what to do. He runs to his father, hoping for the older man's wisdom to solve his problems. But this time, his father makes no move to help him. Ola has a tough, bitter pill to swallow. He realizes that running home is not always an option, that there are problems he would have to face and solve on his own. His father welcomes him whenever he chooses to come to the workshop. The only reason that will bring Ola to the workshop is because he needs money, and only at the workshop will he get it from. His father was still pleased that Ola still takes his school seriously. But the skipping of the workshop for soccer troubles him so much. Ola, full of life, jubilant and excited about his brand new Android phone, the gift from his father, time to the lures of indulgence, striving to keep up with the ephemeral adrenaline rush of the digital era.